The plague of Needham Market, a town cut off from the world where the dead were buried in fields and the grass grew through the streets. I'm standing on the outskirts of Needham Market, and whilst this is a peaceful, bustling Suffolk town today, it once held a secret so dark it was physically chained off from the rest of the world. In 1663, just 2 years before the Great Plague of London, the pestilence arrived here, and it was devastating. To stop the spread to neighbouring villages, a brutal decision was made. The town was chained at both ends, and the people inside were left to their fate. I'm here in the cemetery today, but there was a living tomb nearby where the entry roads were blocked to ensure nobody escaped. Imagine the atmosphere in these streets during that year. Trade stopped, markets fell silent, and according to local history, the isolation was so total that grass began to grow through the cobbles of the high street. It was a time of unimaginable sacrifice. While the rest of Suffolk continued its life, the people here in Needham Market were dying in such numbers that 2/3 of the population were wiped out. I'm struck by the sheer scale of the loss in such a small community. It wasn't just a tragedy, it was nearly an erasure. There's a physical path in Needham Market that still carries the weight of this memory, the Causeway. To the locals of the 17th century, this was known as the Corpseway. It was the specific route used to carry the dead out of the town centre to prevent further infection. And because the churchyard couldn't cope with the volume, many were buried in pits in the surrounding fields. Even now, there are spots in the town known as sick houses where the infected were isolated, and some residents still claim to feel a heavy, lingering sorrow in those old timbers. They're a permanent reminder of that line between life and death. It's a story of incredible resilience, but also of a cold, hard necessity that saw a whole community abandoned for the sake of the country. Think about those who stood at the chains, looking at the fields they were no longer allowed to walk. It's a haunting chapter of our history that reminds us that the ground we walk on in Suffolk has been paid for with immense suffering. As you watch traffic move freely through the town today, it's hard to reconcile the noise with the absolute silence that once gripped this place. But the memory of the chained town persists. It's written into the names of the roads and the quiet stretches of the Corpseway. Needham Market didn't just survive the plague, it bore the scars for all of us, and the ghost of those who were left behind. When you walk the streets around here now, you're walking a path that was once reclaimed by grass and the ghosts of those who were left behind. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like, please leave a nice comment, and please subscribe to our channel for more content like it.